We have $160 billion in cash, plus a great credit rating we deserve. And who in the hell has that? Not very many.
Charlie Munger passed away yesterday at the age of 99, just a month shy of his 100th birthday.
Welcome to Invest Guide. In a world of money moves, Charlie Munger's wisdom shines brightest. Imagine this: discovering the key to life and investing in your soul. I'm delving into the lessons concealed inside Munger's wit. It's like floating through the sky, a blend of encouragement and thrill. Brace yourself for this journey. Munger's lessons are the treasure I seek. Join me as we unravel the terrifying yet enlightening world of investing and life through his eyes. In the bustling heart of Omaha, within the hallowed halls of Berkshire Hathaway, a sage figure cast a long and influential shadow: Charlie Munger. His life, a symphony of wit, wisdom, and wealth, resonated far beyond the boundaries of Wall Street. The saga began in a world that seemed light years away from finance, a young Harvard-educated lawyer setting forth on a journey. Little did he know that his path would intertwine with Warren Buffett's, igniting a partnership that would shape the landscape of investing for decades to come. Charlie Munger's legacy wasn't just about crunching numbers or making astute stock picks. It was a testament to a life steeped in a relentless pursuit of knowledge. He believed in the power of continuous learning, often emphasizing the value of reading and being a learning machine.
God's gift, if you're into self-education, there's nothing like reading. And of course, people who do a lot of it have an enormous advantage.
Spend each day trying to be a little wiser than you were when you woke up. This simple yet profound advice echoed Munger's ethos. His voracious appetite for knowledge wasn't confined to financial textbooks, it transcended disciplines. He believed that the intersection of diverse mental models was the breeding ground for sound decisions, a belief that permeated every aspect of his life. Munger's investment philosophy wasn't a complex algorithm but distilled wisdom shaped by years of experience and an acute understanding of human behavior. His words resonated with the patience required in investing. The big money is not in the buying or selling, but in the waiting. He understood the allure of quick gains but ardently believed in the power of enduring quality investments over time. The virtue of patience and the ability to withstand market volatility were the cornerstones of his approach. His humor, sharp as a blade, cut through the dense fog of financial jargon, making complex ideas accessible to all.
Warren, if people weren't so often wrong, we wouldn't be so rich. And the people who invented this crypto crapo, sometimes I call it crypto crapo, and sometimes I call it, well, crypto shit.
They're looking for chihuahuas and not Great Danes. Yeah. And I hope I'm not insulting any of my friends that are on comp committees.
You're insulting the dogs.
Take a simple idea and take it seriously. Munger's ability to distill complexity into simplicity was more than just investing advice. It was a life lesson, a beacon guiding individuals through the labyrinth of decision-making. But Munger was more than an investment guru. He was a philosopher navigating the complexities of life. His insights transcended finance, delving into the realms of ethics, personal growth, and decision-making. I never allow myself to have an opinion on anything that I don't know the other side's argument better than they do. This proclamation wasn't just about making informed decisions, it was a testament to intellectual humility, a trait Munger held in high regard. His quest for understanding wasn't limited to validating his own beliefs, it was about truly comprehending diverse perspectives. Amidst his profound wisdom, Munger's humor sparkled like a rare gem. His wit brought levity to serious discussions, making them more engaging and accessible. The first rule of a happy life is low expectations. These quips, though lighthearted, often carried profound truths, inviting introspection while eliciting chuckles.
Charlie's big on lowering expectations.
Absolutely. That's the way I got married. My wife lowered her expectations.
Munger's impact on Berkshire Hathaway's metamorphosis into a conglomerate revered globally can hardly be overstated. His iconic quips and speeches, often laced with humor, captivated audiences at Berkshire's annual shareholder meetings. These gatherings became a haven for learning and laughter, resonating with thousands who found solace in Munger's wit and sagacity. One of Munger's recurring mantras encapsulated his investment philosophy succinctly: invest in a business any fool can run, because someday a fool will. This emphasis on the resilience of a business in the face of potential mismanagement underscored his belief in the fundamental strength of enterprises. He shunned the fragility of businesses unable to endure mismanagement, advocating for investing in robust entities with enduring value. All intelligent investing is value investing. Acquiring more than you are paying for, Munger asserted, laying bare the bedrock of his investment ideology. Beyond merely evaluating stocks, he advocated understanding the intrinsic value of a business. For Munger, the crux lay in discerning whether the price of a stock was commensurate with the true worth of the underlying enterprise.
Well, I will say this, that the concept of intrinsic value used to be a lot easier because there were all kinds of stocks that were selling for 50% or less of the amount at which you could have easily liquidated the whole corporation if you owned the whole corporation. You could easily see, if you were at all familiar with the market prices of whole corporations, that you were buying at a huge discount. Well, no matter how bad the management, if you're buying at 50% of asset value or 30% or so on down, you have a lot going for you.
His unorthodox perspectives often juxtaposed humor with harsh truths. He quipped, "It's not that much fun to buy a business where you hope this sucker liquidates before it goes broke."
Yeah, it's not that much fun to buy a business where you really hope this sucker liquidates before it goes broke.
This wry comment encapsulated his disdain for ventures whose success precluded avoiding failure rather than striving for success. Munger was a vocal critic of blind faith in diversification, famously opining, "The worshipping at the altar of diversification, I think that is crazy."
That's fine for the ignorant people to be fully diversified. But if you actually know what you're doing, I think 3 investments are plenty.
Contrary to prevailing wisdom, he emphasized the importance of focus and in-depth understanding rather than spreading oneself too thin across multiple ventures. In his characteristic blunt style, Munger likened capitalism without failure to religion without hell, highlighting the necessity of consequences in maintaining the integrity and function of a system. He didn't shy away from controversy, asserting, "I don't think you can trust bankers to control themselves. They're like heroin addicts," a statement reflecting his skepticism towards the unchecked power wielded by financial institutions.
I don't think having a bunch of bankers, all of them are trying to get rich, leads to good things. But I think a banker should be more like an engineer. He's more like into avoiding trouble than he is getting rich. They can do fine that way. And I think we made a big mistake when we create a bank where everybody who joins it plans to get rich. It's a contradiction in values.
He possessed a penchant for debunking financial jargon, famously deriding the ubiquitous term EBITDA, earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization, as bullshit earnings.
Yeah, I think you would understand any presentation using the word EBITDA if every time you saw that word, you just substituted the phrase bullshit earnings.
This irreverent critique aimed to unveil the fallacy behind using convoluted terms to mask the true financial health of a company. Munger's understanding of human fallibility was profound. He acknowledged, "We recognized early on that very smart people do very dumb things, and we wanted to know why and who, so we could avoid them." His pursuit of understanding the reasons behind human errors served as a guiding principle in his decision-making process. Munger's pragmatic view on success emphasizes the importance of aligning passion with innate skills. His life was marked by forthrightness, wisdom, and a commitment to principles. Munger's personality, a blend of intellect, humor, and unwavering principles, served as a guide for navigating life's complexities. His unique personality remains an enduring legacy for generations to come.
Everybody would like to have a nice family life, or almost everybody. And a lot of people share our passion for getting to be a little wiser every day all your life. It's just enormous pleasure in wising up steadily.
Reflecting on Munger's wisdom as not merely an academic exercise but a call to action. His words prod us to evaluate our decisions, question established norms, and seek clarity amidst complexity. By imbibing his principles, viewers are encouraged to introspect, apply, and adapt Munger's wisdom to their own lives, fostering a legacy that transcends the boundaries of finance and permeates the fabric of human existence. As his journey on this mortal coil came to an end, Charlie Munger left behind not just a legacy of investment prowess but a tapestry woven with the threads of wisdom, wit, and a relentless pursuit of knowledge. His teachings continue to reverberate, echoing across generations, guiding seekers of wisdom through the labyrinth of life's choices. The legacy of Charlie Munger isn't confined to the annals of finance. It's a testament to a life lived with purpose, curiosity, and an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. His words echo through time, resonating with those who seek not just financial success but a richer, more meaningful existence.
Your life for the next 3 weeks would be more pleasant if you went on heroin, but it would totally destroy you over the long pull. And that's what an economy does when it allows itself to be seduced by the potential for an idiot boom.
Thank you for diving into Charlie Munger's profound wisdom on life and investing with Invest Guide. Expect actionable insights that enrich your financial journey and uplift your life. Want more? Hit like, comment with your takeaways, share with fellow seekers, and subscribe for more invaluable guidance. Stay tuned for enriching content ahead.
Competency is a relative concept, and what a lot of us need, including the one speaking, what I needed to get ahead was to compete against idiots, and luckily there's a large supply.